way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
I'm Taylor. I'm a sophomore at Thunder Ridge High School.
I'm Santiago. I'm in 3rd grade. Do you think this is good enough to get into a museum?
Of course. Maybe we could display it at the Petrie Institute of Western American Art. You should ask him tonight.
Will do.
Now please turn your attention to a video about Tom Petrie's incredible professional and personal accomplishments.
He's got such a zest for life, it's really almost contagious. Anybody that's around him just can feel the optimism and the enthusiasm.
A great expression that came from Mark Twain. We're given 2 ears and 1 mouth, and we should use them in proportion. And I think that's the essence of effective leadership.
For more than 4 decades, Thomas A. Petrie's insight, wisdom, and vision have guided the energy industry.
I was born in Norwalk, Connecticut, very end of World War II, 1945, and grew up just outside of Boston in Lexington, Massachusetts. I attended the United States Military Academy at West Point, graduating in '67.
Tom was commissioned in the U.S. Army and served in Vietnam. After settling back in Boston as an oil analyst, he convinced First Boston Corp of New York to open up an office in Denver, and then relocated to the Mile High City in 1980. He then formed Petrie Partners Company with offices in Denver, Houston, and London.
Really, we had an international reputation.
I think Tom has been a spokesman for Colorado and the oil and gas industry.
Tom is one of the best individuals I know that understands how the various parts of the oil and gas industry work together.
In 2006, we merged that company in with Merrill Lynch.
Tom decided to get the band back together and formed Petrie Partners in 2012.
You can get short-term gains by cutting corners, and Tom has never done that. He's instilled that in all of us who have worked for him.
During his career, Tom has been an advisor to more than $200 billion of energy-related mergers and acquisitions. He was the 2004 Wildcatter of the Year, and he's been recognized by Institutional Investor magazine for 8 consecutive years.
I was witness to some important economic history.
As a pinnacle to his career, Tom wrote a book, Following Oil.
He's not only looking at it from the oil and gas standpoint, but he's looking at the total energy picture. Tom is an accomplished art collector.
He's a trustee for the Denver Art Museum and led the endowment campaign for the Institute of Western Art. In 2007, the name was changed to the Petrie Institute of Western American Art, following an extraordinary gift from the Petrie family.
His generosity and his talent to twist arms was a wonderful gift for the Denver Art Museum.
We've had some fun together. We were also on the board of the Charles M. Russell Museum in Great Falls.
And when Tom starts talking about Charles Russell, you really think he's talking about a relative who's very close to him.
To share his love of the great outdoors, Tom also supports Colorado Academy's Horizon Summer Youth Program.
We bring them up to the mountains to a ranch we have where these students can learn a little bit about the country.
He gets a look in his eye when he talks about that. It's like when he talks about his grandchildren. He's a multifaceted person. He's outward looking. It's never about him. It's about Colorado. It's about the oil and gas industry. It's about the community.
If there's meaning to life, it comes from what we've done to help, what we've done for and with others.
He's a natural mentor, and you're lucky if you can find one like that in your career.
Please welcome Tom Petrie to the stage.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Well, thank you very much. I'm truly grateful and humbled to receive this honor. I was sitting there a few minutes ago saying, how do you follow Klaus? How do you follow Pat Bolin? How do you follow the Brown family? And I really mean it, I'm humbled. But a lot of dear friends are here, and I want to thank those who support junior achievement in the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce. I moved here in 1980 because I saw the opportunity in Colorado, and I thought there's a chance to actually do what I was doing in New York for 7 years and do it here. And I've been very blessed to have partners. John Hughes, Andy Rapp, Mike Bach are the ones who really put Petrie Partners back together. I was just honored to join them. And it's been the thrill of my life to work in this community with great people in this great energy business. I thought I'd just try to share one thing that's kind of guided my life. It really came about at an earlier time when I was challenged and dealing with some particular challenges. And a dear cousin sent me a very short poem that has really guided me ever since. And it goes something like this. We are each given a bag of tools, a shapeless mass, a book of rules, and each must make, ere life has flown, a stumbling block or a stepping stone. And I've thought back on it over the couple of decades since then, and I really have developed a bit of a corollary, because I think all of us, as we go through life, are going to encounter, inevitably, certain potential stumbling blocks, but it's really, if we recognize that and then figure out how do I deal with those and transform that potential stumbling block, in fact, into the stepping stone, especially when it involves working with others and really being part of a great community. And we're all blessed here in Colorado, here tonight, with a great, great community. So I thank you very much. I thank the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce and Junior Achievement for all you do. It's been a few years since I've been here, but this is truly what Colorado's all about. And I really thank you again. Bye, man.